This discussion in Facing the Lion is always positive. And so I ask you today, as we are going to be facing our lions or challenges of the week, what did you face this week that was challenging to you?
It's finally Friday. I say to you, welcome to Finally Friday. We've got some really good news, and I want to say thank you for coming in. I appreciate all the listeners this week. I appreciate all the feedback. In fact, we're going to read one of the feedbacks. Good morning to Jasmine, my co-host Trish. Jasmine, where are you listening in from? And Garpello, where are you listening in from? And I see my manager Trish. Good morning, and thank you all for joining. Good morning. Good morning, Trish.
Good morning.
How are you, Jasmine? And Jasmine, where are you calling in from? What state is what I'm saying. Jasmine says she's 18. We are here at Finally Friday. Welcome. And the question of the day is, what has made you smile? Or who makes you smile? Or even, who makes you LOL? Please call in. Avoca, New York. Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine is on the line or with us. Jasmine, we can be found where, Trish? Our co-host, tell us where we can be found. There you go. We're going to tell you where you can find us, Trish, on Facebook. Are you there, Trish?
I'm here.
Can you tell us where we can be found, please, and thank you?
On Facebook, vibetalk, and we have a direct connect, which is 661-503-8993. Voicemail and text message available, and we have a YouTube channel, which is vibetalk, but all caps.
Thank you for that. Today's Friday. We're so glad you joined us. We're going to be taking your calls, letting you tell us your story regarding who makes you LOL or what makes you LOL. I can't quite see the name. Is it Zaya? Good morning and welcome. Good morning. That's pretty, Zaya. I like that name. Where are you listening in from, please, and thank you? New York. Welcome. The question of the day. What makes you LOL? And who has made you LOL? That's our question. What has made you LOL? Laugh out loud on our Finally Friday. Trish, we're going to start with you this morning. What has made you LOL?
When I played with my dog this morning, he made me laugh.
Okay. And so we're going to talk about here. We talk about our feelings. We talk about all feelings here in Vibe Talk. Vibe Talk is known for getting into your feelings. We ask a question every day, which brings to mind some new information that I thought would be perfect for Facing the Lions. Trish, what's Facing the Lions all about, please and thank you?
It's all about just reminding yourself that you got through this week. You got through your challenges this week. And what challenge did you face?
Yeah. And that's what we're asking as well. If you want to tell us something that you have faced this week, if it was fearful, if it made you brave, if you were inspired, we want to hear your story. And what you're looking at is our phone line advertisement for Vibe Talk. When you call that number, it direct connects to Vibe Talk. That line is for you. And you know what? We don't even have to be live. Leave your comments, leave your concerns, leave your stories. You want them read out? We will read them out. That number to call is, what is it, Trish?
661-503-8993.
Yes, everybody got that? We hope you'll stay for some uplifting encouragement. I want to read something just this morning that came in. If you have any questions, please do yourself a favor. We want to hear them. Now you're able to text. So if we're not here, you're able to text that number at no additional cost to you. Of course, unless you are overseas. I want you to hear this beautiful comment from one of our viewers just this morning. Honestly, just this morning. And we like it when we get feedback. One of our viewers said about Vibe Talk, very helpful and useful in day-to-day life events, inspire, motivate, and encouraging. Thank you for saying that, Seth. We appreciate your getting into your feelings in Vibe Talk. What do you think about that, Trish?
That made me smile. Well, thank you.
Yeah. So I posted it, and I'm going to post it on our personal page. By the way, I like that Seth gave us that recommendation. We're going to ask of you guys to give recommendations. If you are liking Vibe Talk and you want to be a part of the live, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/vibe-talk. Hit that button and you can join us in the conversation. Good morning. For the co-host, we want you to be able to join on Facebook. Are you already there, Trish?
I'm going there now.
We have someone who's on. I wish they would identify themselves so that we can find out and welcome them. And I'm going to ask the question as host. Anonymous, we'll call you that, on Facebook. What state are you listening in from, please and thank you? I like the way anonymous people come on. What do you think, Trish, about that?
I think that it's nicer stopping by, but like say a hello or something.
Right. What are you hiding? And not only that, what are you hiding? And you're here, and what is your purpose? If you're going to be anonymous, what is your purpose? Because we don't have to be anonymous here. You know, Vibe Talk has run its course. We're here. We're all over the map. We have been in the Philippines. We have been in Jamaica. We have been in Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Palmdale, California, Florida, New York. We've been in countries, Japan. We've been, Ireland, England, the UK. And so we want you to be able to express yourself. The more that we get to Vibe Talk, the more that we're able to make Vibe Talk better. I don't know, Trish, have you saw this advertisement?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I was working on that earlier this week, and now it's out. And so we want you guys to know that we have a talk line. Vibe Talk has a talk line. It's a Vibe Talk line. You can call us during the live. You can text. Even when we're not here, and I've said it earlier, you can leave us a voicemail and we'll play it. When you come to Vibe Talk, you're going to be able to see in Vibe Talk. You're going to be able to see what is called recommend. We want to know if you'd recommend. We want to know how you feel about that. We want to hear feedback from you. We thank you so much. Facing the lions is always being able to show courage. When we face our lions, we are saying that we can, we will. This week, I don't know about you guys, but I'll tell you what, I got through it. Strength is oftentimes what we need when we're feeling tired, when we're feeling like, wow, this is my wit's end, and you somehow, some way, gather up enough strength. And lo and behold, it is Friday. From Monday to Friday, each day is a different kind of day. If you've had something to make you laugh, if you've had something that made you cry, if you've had something exciting, there's a lot of things going on out there when you face your lions. You know, a lot of people are facing different circumstances. Before Vibe Talk was started, I always used to say, everybody has a story. Not thinking about a podcast, because at that point, I wasn't familiar with podcasts. But now everybody does have a story. Everyone has something to say. So Vibe Talk is making it easier for you to say it. If you want to be anonymous, we'll let you be anonymous. Okay? But when we acknowledge you, because we're going to acknowledge everybody. I don't care if the page is 200 million long. We're going to take the opportunity to acknowledge every person in the room. Because don't you like it when people acknowledge you, Trish?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you come on Facebook and you try to be unknown, that helps me to see that you want to know what's really going on. And yet when we give you attention, maybe you are shy. Or maybe you're on here just to be a person that wants to find out. If you are friend or foe, don't do me any favors. Do yourself a favor and watch how Vibe Talk works for you. Whether you come or you leave, my co-host and I, we're endeavoring to keep Vibe Talk posted. Something else we're doing, in case you're looking for us, we're putting up pre-records. Trish, thank you for the other day. I wasn't able to be here. Thank you for putting that post up. Because we're going to help you help yourself. And so, with that being said, what we want is to try to encourage you. If you want to say something, be our guest. If you want to speak or be a speaker for the day, you may do that too. Tell us your inspiring story. You are what's going to help Vibe Talk. You're going to help somebody who's going to listen and be inspired from your story. We don't have scripts when I research something, because believe me, when I get on here and we're talking about different inspirations, I look deep into that inspiration. No copycatting. And so those form conversations to face our lions. Some inspirations have been built to where you might look at the inspiration, or I might look at the inspiration and say, wow, that gut punched me. Let's bring it out, because people don't talk about them. You might have that inspiration on your shirt. You might have it in a poster. You might have it on a cup. But do you really look into why that might be being said? Because that's what the deep thinking people do. A deep thinker. Trish, are you a deep thinker?
Yes, I told you.
Yeah. And I am too. You get in a conversation with me and I'm going to go deep. You know, I'm not a person that likes shallow conversation. I want to get past that. I want to find out, in all honesty, who you are and what you stand for. Some of you don't know your emotions, so I know that it's difficult. That's all part of facing your lions. You know that I came from that. Not being able to be courageous enough to say, this is how I feel. Now I know I'm straightforward, so it sounds like I'm contradicting myself. Because sharing your emotion is not that easy. People don't anymore go into communication styles. They want to yell, they want to throw tantrums, or they want to pass conversation up altogether. But now let's talk about communication as a way to get started, to know yourself within. You know, I'm that old-fashioned kind of girl. I've matured through the years, so if I want to have a conversation, Seth, look who's here. Seth, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you. How beautiful was that? We appreciate you. Just got it. Seth, we thank you because you have started us off on the right foot this morning. I opened up my page and there was the recommendation. You're so very welcome. We want you to make recommendations. The more recommendation that you all make, if you've been with us long enough, Seth did that, that causes traffic for us. And we want the people to be here who want to be here. We want the people to be here who want to be here. You're very welcome. Trish, do you have anything that you'd like to say to Seth?
Hi, Seth, and thank you for being an awesome supporter. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah. We spent some time with Seth. Was that podcast, was that last week or week before, Trish? Because my memory is bad.
I think it was the Doubting Yourself podcast. That was last week.
Yeah. And Seth really opened up. We know you're busy, Seth, cooking up a meal. Did you, Seth, this week find any meal that you cooked up difficult? Did you find any of your meals that you had to cook, because you're a chef, difficult? See, we get to talk to Seth because we're getting to know him. And this part of Facing the Lions is all about challenges. And our question of the day is what, Trish? What's our question of the day?
What makes you smile or what makes you LOL?
Yeah. What was it that made you smile the last time you smiled? Seth says he's made steak, just haven't cooked much. Yeah. I hope it was good. I don't know about you guys, but I have been in the grocery store so many times this week. He said it was very good. So, Seth, we're asking that question of the day. What has made you LOL? What was the last thing that made you LOL? And we're doing it just like that today. By the way, we're going to have a shortened form of Vibe Talk today. I've got many things that need to be done. Playing drums, what did you do? We want to hear. He said that made him LOL, playing drums. Why did that make you LOL? I love the sound of the drums. My youngest used to play the drums. And I don't know why he stopped doing that. Because he's so musically inclined. So musically inclined and playing the drums. Oh, okay. Well, you go ahead. I'm not mad at you with your bad self. What does he say, Trish?
He says, met some musicians yesterday, became part of a band.
Hey, and that made you smile? I love it. What's the name of the band so we can look out for it, Seth? Because I really love music. I do. Speaking of music, You know, when you listen to music, music is part of emotion. It is emotion because you get to say it in a song. I love music. He says, well, it's still new. Don't have one yet, but in motion. Hey, that's a good name, In Motion. There you go. In motion. Well, that's very cool. I get inspired by music. Anybody get inspired by music in here?
I know I do.
Yeah. By the way, all the introductions that you hear when Vibe Talk comes on every morning, that's my co-host, Trish. The outros are also Trish. Musician, artist. Music inspires me. We're going to think of all kinds of questions for the next week. My co-host and I, we're going to get together. Trish, what does Seth say to you?
He says, "You're the best, church. Thank you."
Yeah, we acknowledge everything that's being said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. By the way, since we've got our post up, share that post of voicemail. We're going to tag Seth in what he posted. Because, you know what? You guys are doing such a great job when you call in. You're letting us know that you want to be a part of something. You know, we have the people that come in here that want to be funny, but we also have people that come in here that really want to talk. As you know, we don't get into the political views. We remain free from that because we're not about controversy. Good morning, Ray. Good morning. Just saw Ray. And so as we do the conversations, because we've had all kind of conversations in Vibe Talk, don't expect my co-host and I to start getting into controversial things, because Vibe Talk is not about opinions. It's about how you really feel. Because we know that some of you come in here and some of you try to give your opinion. We don't want controversy, do we, Trish? Are you?
I'm here. No, we don't.
We want to keep the vibe in here positive. Even when you tell sad stories and you're looking for an answer, we want to feed you with positive. Because, see, we would be popular, we would be on demand if we started trashing Vibe Talk. We're not going to do that. Because why? We consider your feelings. Your feelings are connected to one common thing. What is that? That we all have feelings. You've discovered that about yourself. Hey, that person feels like me. Or hey, this person has been through this commonality. And that's why when you come here, you don't see hundreds of people giving their viewpoints and talking out to other people. You respect. And that's what I love about the regular people in here. Seth, Ray, Trish before you became co-host. And we keep it like that because we care about other people's feelings, how you feel. Not only what you are thankful for as you face your lions, but how you're feeling. What has happened to you? Think about that. If nobody has ever asked you how you're feeling and sat down and really thought about it, Vibe Talk is your opportunity. Ray, we're asking this question today. Can't wait to hear your answer. What has made you smile or LOL? Last thing that made you smile or LOL? Because we use that a lot in our day-to-day conversations, whether it's text. When was the last time that you all made somebody LOL? You know, I make that a goal of mine every day. Make somebody smile. When was the last time we did that? Or have you sent an emoji that just smiled? How about this? How about now that we are here that we can take out our cell phones, because I know you have one, and send a smile emoji. Let's do that now. Think of the first person that you want to send an emoji for. And you don't even have to say why you're sending it. You just send an emoji to the person that you're thinking of. And that's what I'm doing right now. Because you never know what people are waking up with today. Let's make a difference. Not only thinking about our lions, our challenges, but maybe the person that you are going to text with a smile emoji. You know what you're going to do? You're going to be thinking about, wow, I didn't know what they went through. And the reason you don't know what they went through is because you didn't ask them. But you never know what that emoji may do. Have you done it yet? That was an assignment. How many of you just did what I just asked you to do?
I did.
And who'd you send it to, Trish?
I sent it to my best friend.
And I sent mine to my friend in Louisiana. See, because we're so busy texting, but now do we really think about the lions that other people are facing? Maybe you don't know what their lions are. But how about looking through your phone? Because I don't want Vibe Talk to be all about self-indulgence. I want it to be about thinking of what others go through. Sometimes we're so focused on what Ray said he did. Ray, who'd you send it to? And by the way, Ray, I have a special message for you while you're telling me that. You inspired me this week. I don't know if you really noticed. You were on fire one day this week. You're joining in conversations. You're having a great time. And you're really inputting. Your input means so much. I was so inspired by you, Ray. I was so inspired by you. I don't remember what day it was, but I do want to say thank you. And that's what it's all about. Uplift. We want you, when you're done listening to Vibe Talk, to feel uplifted. Think about it. This could have been Vibe Talk Sad Show, Vibe Talk Tell All, but Vibe Talk Facing the Lions. Everybody has something they want to say. Because if they didn't, Facebook wouldn't have become renowned for what it is. It's famous. Because Facebook is the platform on which people express. You put something, they put something, all over one post. We know that you're listening. We've talked about the views of the videos that you guys are looking at. Welcome back, Seth. Ray, who did you send your emoji? We're going to be doing that. And for those who are listening, we want you to do the same. Because it gets you away from thinking about yourself. I don't know about you, but I like to think about others. A very special person, okay. Because sometimes we are consumed. I've noticed that in the world today that we live in, people are self-consumed. Let's talk about that. And now some of you, it's going to gut punch you. As you are going about your day, are you so self-consumed that you haven't thought about anybody else's stories? Because life can be hard, right? Everybody thinks about themselves, their families, and you should. But now, are you open to think about what your neighbor might be facing? And we don't mean that in a nosy way, because Lord knows we got nosy neighbors. They know when you come and go. That's not what I'm talking about. Maybe you have an older neighbor. And Mando, good morning and welcome. If you notice somebody, Trish, you can just speak up right over me, because we want to acknowledge every person. Thank you for that, Trish. Mando, what has made you LOL or smile? What was the last thing that made you smile? Good morning, Mando. Mando, where are you listening in from? Where are you listening in from? What state? Not your address. What state are you listening in from? Kansas City, Missouri. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on this finally Friday Facing the Lions. So glad to have you. And my last question. What made you LOL or smile? We're asking that question. What has made you LOL or smile? When we use the word LOL, are we using that into its retirement? Because, when we're in conversation, we say LOL. But now what's really made us laugh out loud? Because when I put that it really did make me laugh out loud. I know what it was that made me laugh out loud. I was watching a movie, and it made me laugh out loud. It was hilarious. It could be through a text. It could be through anything. Another life made you laugh. Okay. LOL. We're all in our feelings. You know, is it easy to laugh out loud, really? Because we think about our feelings and what we're going through. How easy is it to laugh out loud, Trish? What do you think? And Ray, what do you think? And Mando, do you think it's an easy thing?
I think it depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it's easy because I love to laugh. Laughing is fun for me. I love to laugh.
Yeah.
And for others, it may not be so easy because, like, what they're going through, they don't think anything's a laughing matter at the moment. So
right. And there's there's a time to laugh, right, guys? But you know what I find? That's really a beautiful thing. I find that when people laugh out loud, they laugh because of it's funny, for one. And they're happy people. Have you ever laughed because someone else laughed? How many of you?
I have.
Yeah. Some people always say I have a contagious laugh. I have a friend who's very much like my sister. When I'm not feeling good, she makes me laugh. Like, I don't know if she knows that, but she makes me laugh so hard. Because I could be coming to her and I could be, feeling really bad about a situation, and there she is getting me to laugh. And I go, I don't feel like laughing. But I'm laughing. How about a hysterically laugh? How many of you, when's the last time you hysterically laughed? You laughed so hard that your face hurt.
Yesterday.
Yeah. See, we want to make you laugh today while you face your lions. Trish, you want to tell us why you laughed hysterically yesterday?
So, me and my mom, we were talking about my sister-in-law, because I have a niece on the way.
Uh-huh.
And the gender reveal said it was a boy. And then, like, 2 weeks later, they're like, no, it's a girl. And then my mom was like, what kind of ultrasound were they looking at? I said, Mom, it was not an ultrasound. It was a sound. That's what it was.
Sam, thank you for still being with us. And,
so, yeah.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
So, yeah, that's why I was laughing real hard. Like, I had her rolling on the floor.
Yeah. See, we need to have that feel good. I listen to this radio station that has Feel Good Friday. How about feel good every day? How did you feel? Ray said 3 days ago. Ray, you want to tell us about what made you laugh? Because what made you laugh may make us laugh. And there's somebody somewhere who will need this podcast today as you face your lions. As you face your lions. I'll tell you what. Facing the lion may be courageous. But have you ever been to the zoo or saw animals that make you laugh because of their personalities? Lions have personalities. You ever saw a lazy lion? Anybody?
I think I have.
Yeah. I've saw a lazy lion. Lazy lion. And I think to myself, boy, what personality. He's supposed to be king of the jungle, but yet he's off watch. And he says, I'm king of the jungle, I know it, and I'm just going to go over here and rest. Character. See, I told you that I have a friend that makes me laugh. When a person wants to see you smile, that means they care about you. I have also friends who make me laugh. They tease me a lot, just out of fun. Abraham Washington, good morning, and welcome. My co-host says, what state are you listening in from? Please and thank you. And what has made you from Texas? Good morning. Good morning. Is that Maurice for lifer? Good morning. And we're asking the question, what has made you LOL this week? Jay? Hi, Jay. Okay, Jay it is. We're also having our lines open. We now have where you can leave your voicemail if you want us to read it on air. What has made you LOL, Jay? What was the last thing that made you LOL? Or smile? Something that made you smile. Or something that made you LOL. Ray, I'm still looking for yours. You know, laughing is good. I like that one. Trish, you want to read what he says? Jay.
He says, when my girlfriend taught me how to braid her hair.
Now, how was that for you? Was that challenging for you? I like that one. Yes, that was challenging. See, something as challenging as Jay's, just braiding the hair. Did you do it though? Did you braid the hair though? Let's see how he faced that challenge. And you can face it with laughter. Well, kind of. Did you do your best? See, and laughing, yes. So by Jay's example, we can look at life with humor. It's okay to have humor. We say, well, that's no laughing matter. You know, I went to a memorial service. You know, nobody's laughing at a memorial service. But how many of us have ever went to someone's funeral and somebody said something funny about that person and we all laughed?
I have.
Yeah. Have you guys understood why we do that? You know, because a lot of people are walking around somber. You know, they've got this code of conduct. Everybody wears black. I like black. But do I have to be a slave to it? Because you hang out with me, you're going to laugh at something at some point. of the day with me. And so let's not enslave ourselves. Let's not imprison our laughter. I have went to funerals that have made me laugh so hard because of what they're saying. And that's why when we go, they're going to tell you about that person. If you don't know that person, you're going to find out about that person that day. Maybe you're going as a workmate, or maybe you're going as a guest because you're with a family member of the deceased. And you go, what kind of funeral is that? But you know what I find? That what I learned about that person is that they had humor. And I want you to know through your challenges, you're not laughing at the situation, but you can find some sort of humor. Funny memories. How many of you have lost somebody and you had a funny memory with them? Anybody? You ever lost somebody and you remember something funny that they did? Trish, go ahead.
I have.
Yeah. How did it make you feel?
It was funny. It made me feel happy because that situation was funny to think about.
Yeah. And Ray says his brother. Yeah. My nephew, my brother. You know, people, I went to my brother-in-law's funeral, and I tell you, the thing that happened at that funeral was so funny. And watching my children, who are young, they were laughing so hard. And I thought, but it was meant to be funny. Because everybody in that room loved my brother-in-law. Let me tell you something. When you laugh, it makes you forget. It almost makes you forget that the person even died, right? We're talking about one spectrum of laughter. We're not laughing at the person who died. We're laughing because when we tell a story, it's funny. You went to a feel-good funeral, a celebration of life. Why did that happen? Because that person who is now deceased did not want you to be saddened. Think about that. Now, I know today is not Think About Thursday, but every day is a time to think about something. And laughing doesn't always mean that whatever you're going through is going to change the matter. Change the matter. It's going to help you to think about the humor in life. Everybody has to have it. How many of you have ever seen people and their facial expressions? And you look at them and you say, God, that person looks so mean. You know, sometimes I'm driving and I'll look over at people's expression. Now, I'm not saying do this, drive up on them and do this because you might get shot. These days, you got to be careful. But if you happen to look at their faces, they've got a story. They've got a challenge. They've got something that they've been challenged with. And you look over at them and you say, God, they're so mean. So you kind of look at them, the face is all scowled up. You know? But now you've got some people that you look at or they look at you and you smile and they do what? Smile back at you or you smile back at them. It is a very beautiful thing. Smiling is contagious. Laughing is contagious. Right? I smile, you smile, we all smile. Some of the meanest people I've been able to break. Smiling at them. Oh, don't let me see a baby. Because a baby always makes me LOL. And even the ones who are throwing tantrums. Because you know what I say? Boy, that mother, as soon as she gets to that car, she's going to give that kid a fat spanking. And I LOL because I think they deserve it. And I'll bet you the next time she brings them in the store, they're not going to pull that. See, LOL. We use that commonality. But now, are we really LOLing, or is it something that we just do because everybody else does it? What is your reason for your smile through your challenges? Now, does that mean that you have to be silly all the time? No, there's a time and a place for it. You know, sometimes the most annoying people are the ones that are always doing it. Thank you for rejoining us. Thank you, Jay. Well, now, are LOL sent out to other people because you don't know what they're going through? You've started a trend. You all know about trends, trending, what's trending, what's not, what's hot, what's not. How about a smile? Just before some of you came on, I had us do an exercise to send someone an emoji. Do you know that some people don't even know how to smile? Some people have permanent frowns. I have a permanent frown in my forehead. I hate it. I wish I would have laughed a lot more. Go ahead, Trish.
I was gonna say, that sounds like my pictures back then. Like, I did not smile in my pictures. I looked upset most of the time.
Mm-hmm. And why were you upset most of the time? Let's transition this for a second.
It's like, I was insecure about my face in those pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and my teeth in those pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, you're connected now to why you weren't smiling. Maybe at the time, you couldn't say that. You ever met a person who's always smiling? And I don't mean goofy smiles. His spirit smiles. You know that thing they're standing in their body, their presence. You ever felt a person like that?
I have.
Yeah. Ray says, I got a permanent mean mug. It was hard for me to smile sometimes back then. Yeah, mean mugging. My youngest used to mean mug. And also Jay says he has. A lot of people find it very challenging when facing their lions, their challenges, to smile. But I want you to start thinking about what is going to make you smile. Good morning, Spoon. Good morning, good morning. My co-host is asking, what state are you listening in from? Please and thank you. And what have you LOL'd about or smiled about? So that mean mug, why is it? What do we have to mean mug about? My youngest. Every picture he's ever in, he's stoic. And we joke about it now because both my firstborn and myself, we're smiling. And here he is. What's there to smile about? You ever woke up on a beautiful day and you smiled because it was a beautiful day? Anybody?
I have.
Yeah, you smile. And some people even ask you, what are you smiling about? Yesterday and today, Ray says. What are you smiling? What's so funny? Have you ever had somebody ask you that?
Yep.
And when they ask you that, do you tell them? Because maybe
I do.
Yeah, maybe they need to smile too. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe they need to laugh out loud. In fact, just yesterday, I was telling somebody that when my boys were younger, they were goofy. Any mom knows what I'm getting ready to say. Any dad knows this. You always got somebody when you go somewhere that are going to make you laugh. Okay? Just watch. They were the two boys that, because they were young, goofy, growing up, everything was funny. And you didn't know what they were laughing about. I had someone, good morning, Ace. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in. What state are you listening in from? And what are you thankful for? Almost forgot that, everybody. What are you thankful for this morning, everyone? So, my boys would be in public and goofy as ever. And they're making me laugh, and I don't know what in the world they're laughing at, but when they tell you what they're laughing at, it's pretty funny. How about you? Have you ever laughed at someone and they couldn't even, since they were laughing, you were laughing so hard that they couldn't finish their story because you were laughing so hard, or you're laughing so hard? How many of you? Jay says yes. Jay, you want to share with us? Spooner. My name is Nisi, and that is the least likely person that I want to be called. Please show respect if you're going to be here. I'm far from her. Please believe me. Ace says, thank you, Ace. Hello. And I'm from Kansas. I'm thankful for life this morning. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. My name is Nisi. I'm not hardly Beyonce. Not even. So, how many of us are in a room and the room burst out in laughter and we're stoic? I sent something the other day in a text. It was a message. And I said, I bet you laughed. And they text me back, yes. See, do you have the power of impact to help someone smile through their challenges. It's not always about you. It's not always about how you see life. Jay says, last night I was on a, you want a what? FT with my girlfriend, and she was just laughing, and I asked why, and she said her hamster was just rolling everywhere. Oh, FaceTime. Sorry about that, Jay. And was rolling everywhere, and it made me laugh so much. Yeah, that made me laugh too. Even animals have a good time. How can you look at a puppy who's playing and not smile at that? We're going to give you permission to be okay with humor. How many of you are okay with humanness of laughter? You know, even the people that are terminally ill or sick will give you a reason to smile. I don't know about you, but I have had people who have suffered in their illnesses, and their impact on life, their outlook, has made me smile. Because they didn't tell you yet they were facing their lions. That's a challenge. Go ahead, Trish.
I was gonna say that reminds me of like every time I come home from my surgery, like my siblings, they just try to make me laugh on purpose. Like they don't stop. Like the first surgery I had, they told me to hold back laughing and like doing things like too active with my mouth. Yeah. And my siblings, they just kept trying to make me laugh, and it hurt. It hurt so much, but it was so funny.
Been there, done that. Yes. That's because they want to see you feel good. Good morning, Talks 13. Good morning, and welcome. We want to hear from you. And we want you to know that today is the day that it's okay. Tell yourself it's okay. Because it's Friday. And I got through my challenges. Maybe you met someone along the way this week that impacted you by their laughter. I don't know about you, but children's laughter. Children's laughter is extremely, in fact, children's laughter is extremely contagious. Go catch you some. Jay says, sometimes I just laugh at my girlfriend's laugh. Yeah. Somebody told me, I love to hear you laugh. It's contagious. If you're going to get anything, catch a smile. Catch an LOL. Bet you never heard that before, right? If you're going to get anything, let that be infectious, contagious. Your LOLs. Because they too have impact. Just before a person is about to die, and I'm not a scientist, they go through a lot. They go through a lot. So now, we want to talk about laughter being contagious. Laughter being contagious. We know that we face challenges, but we want you to think about laughing is one language. The power of laughing, the power of LOL, is in one language. Maybe somebody that's laughing doesn't speak your native tongue, but you understood the laughing, right? You're so welcome. Jay says, have to go, but thank you for making me remember those times and making me smile this morning. Thank you for making us smile too. Have a blessed day. We thank you, Jay, and we want you to have it the best day ever. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
I love that. New people come in. Please, Jay, follow us on Facebook. We are Vibe-Talk. Thank you, thank you. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting more people to talk. Bye-bye. We're getting more people to talk. We're doing it by questions of the day. We're going to have a lot of questions for the day. We want you to call in with your questions for the day. Maybe it's going to be a question that I want to use. And so you'll hear me ask that question. Be sure when you do this, when you leave a voicemail or you want to ask a relevant question, okay? Because we're not going to read it over the air if it's something like our last call. We will not do that. We will not put Vibe Talk on like that just to get hearers. Because we know that Vibe Talk has impact. We're doing the LOLs today, the smiles. We're bringing smiles. You know, there are children that experience physical disabilities there have been charities set up for them to create a smile. They go through tons of surgeries just so they can smile. But do you think those children are any less happy? Now these children have a cause. When they're going through their surgeries, they get a smile. We want you to think about those children who couldn't make a smile. Do you think that they've heard a funny joke? Do you think that their puppy or their family members made them smile? And yet they couldn't. What do you gather from that, Trish and Ray? What's the message that you think I want to send from what I just said?
I think the message is smile while you can and as much as you can. Just because that you can.
What was that last part?
I said just because you can. Because you can smile.
Yeah. Yeah. Smile like no other, Jay says. The message that I want to send to you who are listening out there and you who are live is you can smile in your heart. Has your heart made you smile? I know mine has. My heart has made me smile. Somebody says something, I always say, you made my heart smile. Have you ever been there? Where your heart actually smiled? How many of you have experienced that? Ray says sometimes. So if you know what I'm talking about, it's a feel good. Did it make you feel good, or did it make you feel afraid that your heart actually did its job? Your heart actually did its job. Somebody said something to you, and it made your heart smile. Ray said it doesn't stop beating. It's like it's dancing. Think about that. This is finally Friday. Trish, what is our closeout question? We're early. We're concluding early. I have something that's got to be done. And Trish, what is our closeout question, please, and thank you?
Okay. What is it?
What
have you learned about yourself or discovered about yourself today, and what was your experience like here today?
So what did you learn about yourself today, Trish?
That laughter is good. Even when the situation is bad, it's okay to laugh, because that's a positive against the negative. And my experience today was fun. I laughed today at some stories.
Yeah, me too. So if I made you smile, Vibe Talk did its job. Remember, a smile a day keeps the frowns away. Thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? So I discovered that laughter has impact on people, because people time and time again tell me that my laughter is contagious. I don't listen to myself laugh, I just laugh. One person told me, your laughter is deep within. You know, you ever saw somebody who laughed and they weren't really laughing? You know those kind, right? They're shady laughter, I say. But now when you laugh because something is funny, it comes from deep within. Deep within. Be that kind of person, because you're going to pass it on. They're going to always look for you to say something funny. Why? Because they want to get that contagious laughter. People search for that. And that's why you have comedians. That was the most important message too. Because of impact of laughter, we're drawn to comedians. Chris Rock makes me laugh. There's a new comedian that's very funny. I'll give you his name. I can't think, but he's very funny, and I'm going to look him up just so that you'll know. Gosh, he's so funny. I have to look him up because I don't know that name by heart. His name is Ali Sadiq. got his YouTube channel. Very funny. You ever wonder why comedians are comedians? Usually their story is one of great pain. You ask them how they got in the business. Almost every last one of them say they got in the business from something that was painful, turning that negative into a positive. And when you hear their stories, your heart is broken because they are the funniest people. Robin Williams. The day that Robin Williams died, I was heartbroken. My oldest son said, "Mom, Robin Williams died today." I cried because I've been watching Robin Williams come out since Mork and Mindy. If you ever saw Mrs. Doubtfire, it's hilarious. They laugh to hide their pain. And those who have really been through it are the funniest. Spending all their time bringing impact to our life. Laughter is healing. If you haven't learned and discovered yourself today, we ask that you take a moment and spread that laughter. Its impact. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I want to thank my co-host Trish, Ray. I want to thank Seth. Jay was here joining in the live conversation. Once again, I apologize because we never know who's going to call, but we do cut the call and they get removed. So I apologize for that because we want to have more control over that. Because we don't know what's on the other side of that call. But we're not going to stop Vibe Talk Direct Connection. 661-503-8993. Leave us with a voicemail. And you're always able to direct connect through verbal communication, through text, or messaging. We will get your message. That's a toll-free number to you. We want to say thank you for facing your lions this week. We look forward all next week to being with you for another incredibly impacting, motivating, positive, and inspiring Vibe Talk Facing the Lions podcast. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. You got something inspiring? Let us know what it is. We want to say thank you and more thank you. We can't say thank you enough, ladies and gentlemen. We really can't. We appreciate each and every one of you. Spread laughter. I wish you more laughter.